OG back on the screen with another one. First thing I need y'all to do, you in good energy, drop that like. If you believe in God, drop that like. Show love to the channel. We got a lot of things coming soon. Okay, the grind never stops. We're gonna say that it never stops. I take accountability. The reason why we really not at a position where we got a lot of power, how we should, is because I gotta grind more. So we're gonna keep dropping these videos out. We got more new content coming on the way too, along with these videos. But let's see what Uncle Demi's talking about today. He's been dropping a lot recently. We know that 2K is, because we seen in the countdown, we know that they coming out earlier this year. Okay, even though people say, oh, they're gonna release in September, it still can drop on an earlier date in September. They're dropping the trailers early. They're gonna have gameplay already constructed so the trailers can look even better. So that means that they should have it to where people won't play the game earlier. Let's hear what he's talking about. He said NBA 2K just fixed the biggest problem in 2K history. NBA 2K27. This is dev talk right here. He said that's direct. And the title was different at first when he first uploaded it. So he changed his titles. I don't know. It could be algorithmy. I don't know.
Here, I make another plea with 2K to completely revamp their process of builds, animations, etc. All right. Now, y'all know, if you've been watching my videos long enough, you know I've been a very huge proponent on builds should be free. Animations should not be attached to heights, wingspan, anything. You get any build you want for free, and you can put any animation you want on that person for free. Okay? Now, the reason why I say that is because you cannot. The reason why there's such a huge meta in this game, and everybody has the same animations, the same build, and everything like that, is because people are paying for these builds, and you cannot nerf them, right? You cannot nerf an animation if you made a build specifically for that animation, right? So if you want Kemba Walker, you intentionally made your build under 6'5", and you made sure your ball handle was 92 plus, and you spent $100+ for it. 2K will have a legal nightmare if they did that. That's why they never do it, right? But their sole purpose of
Okay, first off, everybody finds it's this legal nightmare thing. I gotta touch on that, Uncle Demi. I'm sorry. Everybody finds a cheese. Do I have to type in right now? Do I have to click out Uncle Demi shit and type in NBA 2K20 set, NBA 2K26 speed boost glitch? Do I? I don't want to. I don't want to, Uncle Demi. Type it in. People are doing it. 2K sent a patch out. That's something people care about. It's the same way they try to take out speed boosting, but they realize speed boosting is actually a real thing in basketball. It's a launch when you launch. So they had to start calling it first quick step, lightning launch, and so on. We know how that goes. So they had to actually realize, wait, we can't take that type of speed bursting move out of the game. Maybe we could tone it down, change it up a little bit, and that's what they did over the years. So understand that, first off. But notice now that guards are doing the super speed boost, and they're actually sliding around the court like a race car game and speeding up like they got turbo on. I don't know what he's talking about. Nightmare, you can't nerf it. Everything is OP in this game. It's like nothing needs to be nerfed but the cheating. Like I said, dunking, but we can say they need to buff blocks. So everything can really honestly be talked about within a... we on this side, we on that side. It's always a counter for everything, like right now with this 2K. You know what I mean? So let's go to this.
money, we can make another one. And then if you never made a build before, you might be, oh man, no, I made my day one build and I'm so happy with it, da-da-da. In reality, with the cap breakers and all that type of stuff, you're looking, you're like, dude, you know what? If I would have just made this, I could have had that, right? And so a lot of...
No, that's how they get you. Like, oh my God, I'm sorry, Uncle Dempster. Uncle Dempster. Listen, that's how they get you. My KD build, I lied to y'all not. I come out with him live. I made him day one. He's still Gucci because there's certain key factors into a 2K game certain natural things you need. Even though block is not the meta and people more so go with steal, I still can get into positions where I get good blocks, good jump block contest on guards trying to shoot 3-pointers because my KD is so big, they're smaller. I can jump and I just have that long arms, and you see what I'm saying? So there's pros and cons on both sides. And when you make a real balanced build, a true balanced build, you're always going to be Gucci throughout the whole year. Anything else is just you saying, oh, I could have got that. And that's meta. Maybe you've seen it on YouTube. Maybe it ain't your own free mind. You done seen how somebody else milked the cap breakers a certain way, so now you try and do it. That doesn't mean your build is shitty or the way you may want to naturally put your cap breakers to pertain to yourself. Like, oh, this is what I do on the court. Let me put it here. Even though I see everybody cheesing the cap breakers like this or they milking it this way. You see what I'm saying? Let me put it, my game is like this. I'm strong here. Let me do it this way. I could be the new thing. You know what I mean? But no, everybody following the meta. So another, sorry, Capster, Uncle Demi. You have to realize what you're really saying. You have to. Let's keep going.
That is because of just messing up on your builds and just making tons and tons and tons of builds. And of course, it is one of the most enjoyable part of 2K is to make different builds, because then you get a different play style, you play a little bit differently, you play a different position, you have a different role, and you start to have fun again. Usually that's how it is for me. I make a lockdown after, a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I'm like, all right, done with the lock. Let me make a point guard. Then I'm like, all right, I'm done making a point guard. Let me give you a power forward. Let me be a center. Oh, let me make a Kobe Bryant build. Let me make a Dennis Rodman build. Y'all know the gist of things. We all kind of go through that phase, okay?
Right.
But
when people hear the words print on demand, they picture a graphic slapped onto a basic tee. But that's not necessarily how you build a brand. In fact,
let's take a look at some other popular games that are free to play. And I want to also stress that NBA 2K is not free to play. It is a pay to win game, right? Call of Duty, Fortnite, Apex, some of these very massive juggernauts, those are free to play games, okay? Those are free to play. Like when your season passes and all type stuff, they're free to play games. Fortnite, Apex, some of these very massive juggernauts, those are free to play games, okay? Those are free to play. Like when your season passes and all type stuff, on those games, there is nothing in there that is going to make you play better, right? There's just cosmetics, etc., right?
I had to get that out before I literally decimate what Uncle Demi just said. Uncle Demi, you really one of the OGs. You don't know too much. You don't know too much. Call of Duty is pay to win. You think because what? You playing Warzone and what? Because you just buy the little suits and shit. Yeah, that's the extra shit for you to get the money. But COD itself, the way the game has changed, the base model of Call of Duty, Mr. Uncle Demi, I play COD still now. I'm still nasty, and I play on console. But most people now, Uncle Demi, are playing Call of Duty on PC to get more frames. Do you know the types of PCs people are playing on? A real true COD sweat doesn't want to play on a PC. Nothing under than 1,600. Nothing under that. Gaming PC, strictly higher frames. Scuff controller with paddles on the back. This controller I have is not a scuff controller, but it does have paddles you can program. So you can jump and get your jump shots off. A regular, average, casual player who's just getting on console, and you have to play against PC players right now in COD. You can get paired up against them. You're going to feel like they're cheating, but no, they're just their frames are faster than yours. So it seems like they're seeing you before you see them. It seems like you see them, but they're seeing you way before you see them. You'll see them on time on your screen, but on their screen, they're seeing you way before. They're seeing you quicker. You understand that? So it seems like they pre-firing you and shit like that. People, oh my God, this guy's cheating. But no, they just have higher technology. They have that pay to win. Now, the thing with 2K is still stuck in that old base model, which Uncle Demi does not realize. Meaning, we have to get your player up to a high standard, you have to use VC. 2K is not truly paid to win because you don't have to go and play against nobody. See, that's the thing with 2K. They have so much little areas. You know what I mean? COD is, you're always kind of playing against somebody unless you go into play zombies or some shit. Nobody's just playing casual. You shoot against the robots in Call of Duty. No, it's made to be that type of game. Competitive. You out war. You're playing against other guys online. That's made to be that way. 2K, same type of thing, right? But you don't have to go and play nobody. You can build yourself in my career. Remember, these are devs. This is their control. This is their world. They want us to actually, that's how they truly want us to be like. They truly want to have like some control where, you know, not too many people is probably going to the, but they seen it. People go to the park quick, try to get the win streaks quick, try to get the videos quick. They see it. But they truly be wanting us to be in my career, watching the story, making storyline videos, probably like the old school guys back in the day, the Gentos, the Chris Smooths, and we're actually like, oh wow, this is my career story. You guys did awesome. Like, no, the shit's trash. Each year, you guys watered out. You guys washed up with it now. Sorry. So it's not really a pay to win. It's only a pay to win when you get yourself in that rat race and want to compete. I don't be jumping straight to the park the first day. I don't care. Okay, go ahead and get your video, the first best jump shot video people be trying to get. I don't care. I don't do that. I go with my career, get my shit right, so I don't got to spend too much crazy money out the gate. But this year, I got to do it. This year's 27. I got to do it. We just got to drop the dollars just for those first builds that can be done. I don't got to do too much grinding. I could just drop content and focus on that. So we got to do that. But come on now. And it's like I said, once again, it could be nice niggas out there. They don't have to have much. Just give them a little bit, the regular basics, and they can go out there and cook. A little kid that just give him 3 ball, a little bit of this, a little bit of defense, and he know how to play the lanes right, a little bit of that. He's still missing a few things. He can still go out there and bust your ass. So it's still IQ as well, too. People have to understand that. Both games, even Call of Duty. You don't even have to have the guns, no prestige. You can still go out there and gun somebody who's been playing prestige, all that. It's levels, man. Let's hear it. Let's go.
You can get on any game.
Damn.
Or any of those games, never played before, have on the default character skin, and you can be 100% effective than the individual that's playing lots and lots of money to buy all the skins and stuff, okay? So I just want to put that out there. 2K is a pay to win. You got to pay money to build up your player, right? That is what it is. No one is going to sit here and defend on a soapbox that all you have to do is you can be a 60 overall and you can grind it by getting VC over time. Bro, that's going to take you forever, and you just can't get on the game and play. You have to pay money immediately just to have any type of fun, okay? So now that we got that out the way.
Now, right there is true. You have to pay money immediately to have your player do something. But 9 times out of 10, if you think about it, when you buy 2K, it comes with some VC. That'd be enough VC to at least to get them do something. But it still be, you can do it. Here's my thing. This is how I say they be having us in the little, they got us in them little double doors, man. Them double doors. Apex, he's crazy, bro. He has not, like, I swear, people don't get to comp in those games. They play those games for fun. They don't get to comp in those games. I actually play Call of Duty comp wagers for money. Like, I know the depths of it, how deep it goes. People with different connections, Wi-Fi, when he got Fios, if he's getting this amount of upload, y'all don't understand online COD. It's very much pay to win. You know how much kids, oh, my mom, can you give me the Nighthawk router? Like, y'all don't know about that. He does not know. Uncle Demi just rambling. Think he could be effective because you could put a gun on and get a kill. Play against somebody like me or somebody that's really a freak at the game. Like, you're gonna quit, will leave the game hard and get on there. He probably cheating. I'm telling you, it's different. It's levels. Now, oh man, what he said right here is true. Yes, you have to pay a little bit VC so you can go in my career and do some shit. But you literally can still, if you just put up 3-point, a little bit of ball handle, you can go in my career, put it on rookie, shoot. Yes, you can grind games and get VC each game, start putting stuff up little by little bit. If you really didn't want to put money in it, I do it with builds. I have done it. I have a Cade build, SGA, those builds, if y'all my loyal subs, I didn't go and put, $20, $30. The only build that really got money was KD and Wemby. So y'all have to understand, you really can do it. Once you got one build built already, you can use that build to farm VC. Go beat niggas. Like, I guess it depends on skill level, I guess, because that's what I be doing. Get a little 20K quick, put up one attribute thing. You know, like, yeah, it is timey still. I'm not going to cap about that. They should change that. But that's their way to make their game have some type of value, I guess.
Let's talk about, like I said, with these other big market, big publishing games in the first
that took me off. I'm sorry, that was
because
so long. Like,
the character and the weapons, they're all free. You do not have to pay anything for that. And since you don't have to pay for the character, and since you don't have to pay for any of the weapons, they can buff and nerf any weapon that they want. And that's what makes, to me, the game really fun, when the meta for this season or for the first half of the season was this weapon, and then now you have to switch it totally up and do this. Okay?
Cap. Warzone, it's like that, because Warzone sometimes with the shields and the bullet reg, and you take that shit to regular pubs, where the hit reg is different. It's the same thing like how rec and stage, they got different sliders. It's different in Warzone. So yes, the meta, new gun, they'll probably buff this gun. Okay, this gun, okay, that gun shreds. Oh yeah, people like it. Oh, I like how. Oh, what's a good class setup for it? Like, no. If you watch the pros, they use the same gun, that same sub, and the same AR. That's it. The best of the best going to use that. If it gets serious, you see what I'm saying? So yes, there's other weapons to use, but it does not compare. It does not compete. Video games just have to figure out that balance. And when you play pubs, yes, you can use many different guns. I will give Call of Duty that, and you can kill and go crazy with it. But if it comes down to playing serious, there's certain guns that are just ahead of others when it comes down to maybe holding down a lane, or you getting up close kill, or you know what I'm saying? Movement, the mobility is deep. Same thing with 2K. So
the movement, certain characters, especially in Apex, I feel like Apex is just really, really good for me, because that every single character has special abilities, and with those special abilities, those can get nerfed and buffed. So then all of a sudden, the character that was really, really good the first half of the season or update is now, there's a new one that you can play with. That's how you keep it going. That's how you keep it fun. Okay? So how can we do that for NBA 2K? Well, I went over this for a long time trying to figure out what would be the best thing to do. And at first I was like, okay, you can have preset builds that are free, right? So you're talking about, just kind of like how it is with any character in those first place shooting games, right? They're free, right? So you can make any build that you want. I mean, have maybe like 25 pre-built point guards, 25 pre-built small forwards, power forwards, whatever. And then every single season, they just add more and more and more. And you can just continue to pick from them, right? And I know the argument would be, well, I love making my own build, right?
What in the hell? Does it sound like Uncle Demi is like literally, yo, Uncle Demi, are you watching me, my G? This sound like me saying the NBA players. This sound like the NBA, and not the NBA players skins, but this video right here. This video right here, the NBA My Player Builder Enhanced, where I show the NBA players' badges and how they badges is actually balanced out to their exact player. They attributes correlate, and I said they could do different templates of that, and you can change it up. You're still building a My Player. What do y'all? That's why I say, when y'all listen to me, please sit back, relax, make sure you got popcorn, you got your blunt, whatever, because you're misunderstanding me. It's still this game, and I'm going to make a video on it, still has a template. You still can't do certain things. It's not free like you think. It's the same thing. If they make a NBA player, you're still going to 6'8", or whoever, 6'8" LeBron, or 6'9", LeBron's a 9. It could be for 9 to 6'9s. If you want a different version of a 6'9", like a shoot, you go to this player. Like, what are people mad about? It's stats and attributes of a player. It's just little where you can't. They cap you out here on certain things, just like 2K's capping you out now. Man, I cannot wait to make that breakdown video, because y'all are crazy thinking that this is some free form builder. This is a free builder. Y'all, I'm about to show y'all. It's not.
I love having the idea of doing that, right? Then maybe 2K can add.
Uncle Jerry watching me, bro?
Like some type of creator thing where people can submit their favorite type of builds that they would like to have, right? But I feel like having the pre-built builds would be the best bet, right? Because now that these builds are already made in the game, and of course 2K along with the creators can come up with some really good ideas. The 2K League did this, and and obviously the 2K League players had a massive input in all the builds that were used, right? So
and that shit failed, didn't work out, and we see how the 2K League is still not doing good. So him saying that too is another invalid point. Not good at all. It sounded like he said saying my idea, but I don't like how he putting it, because he's saying to have it like that. Like, nah.
Pretty much the best point guards, builds, shooting guard type of build outs will already be there for you, okay? So then what you could do is have, you know, like Devin Booker, right? That could have been nerfed, right? But then it could have been something that was just really trash, right? That could have been buffed. You know what I mean? Like, you can do that now, and now all of a sudden in the patch notes they're gonna be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You know, Patty Mills was, you know, 60% of the community is using Patty Mills. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna slow that jump shot down by, you know, 6 milliseconds
What
to
in
4
the
milliseconds.
hell?
But these
Yo, Uncle Demi, yo, there's no way he's saying this. Does people agree with this? People in there like, yeah, yo, slow it. Yo, after that, yo, niggas use it. Nigga, Uncle Demi, like, a nigga could bust your ass just using KD jump shot. A nigga can bust your ass using, nobody just has to use, sometimes those jump shots just become the trend. It's smooth, it's quick, it get it off, but I've seen guards cook with other jump shots. Like, cook. You don't just have to, yo, does he not understand you cannot nerf and buff these basketball moves? They're moves, Uncle Demi, on animations. You cannot buff and nerf shit like that. You only can slow down, speed up something. And that's their buffs and nerfs within a game. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Yo, you cannot buff. Like, what is he talking about? They have to literally design it just better. That's it. That's what we stuck at with these niggas. You see, you got the logo and shit, so it's like, they gotta design this shit better, brother. That's what they have to do. Make moves where when you do a move, each of these moves create a certain amount of space to where it's balanced out, where people just say, man, I'd rather this move over that one, even though that one's fire too. When Devin Booker snatches so clean, and then you go to Pro, and Pro's kind of slower, and Pro has these slower animations in it. I get it, 2K's trying to make it to where each animation has their own speed and rate, like I showed y'all in my last deep video where Mike Wayne said. But that creates a timer system, and everybody's naturally going to choose the faster timer system. But back then, when we used to have our badges correlate like handles for days, and we had multiple badges, quick chain, you had this, and you had to pick and choose, and people said, okay, oh, you could tell that guy he used quick chain on his thing because he's doing a little bit of between his legs faster, and he's chaining out a little bit different. That's when the game had that balance. Now, when they introduce Pro Play, remember, that's NBA 2K22 next gen. I know what I'm talking about. Pro Play was not there yet. Could have got hints of it, because y'all know how these companies is. They do little sneak shit. It could have got hints of it, but it was not there yet. A lot of chaining out. You could do a lot of chaining out. The game felt way smoother, way more responsive. I promise you, I'm an OG. I've played it. I know what the people are talking about now. I'm just an adapter, but that don't mean I can't understand how this game is less responsive than those older 2Ks, which had less, people would say. It's the timer animations, them trying to correlate it using AI, adding it with their technology that they already had before. I'm telling y'all, the badges don't matter no more. That's why people are feeling like everybody doing the same shit, because everybody is catch and shoot three. LeBron escape, back up. Come on, what are you talking about? Meter dunk. The little eagle shit. Dunk every time. Jimmy. From the free throw line, because everybody know they gonna get a meter dunk. Yeah, you know, it's gonna go in. You know, sometimes it messes up here and there and you miss, but 9 times out of 10 to win a game, to get that bucket, or you know, yeah, that's what you were doing, dunking, not taking a tough shot.
Jump shots right here were heavily underutilized, so then we're doing that. Or you can be like, you know, these push crosses right here. So what happens is a constant, you know, tinkering with different animations that is going to keep you on your toes and make you be like, all right, cool, this is something that
They will destroy and mess up their game. He does not know what he's talking about. They need to make a better base model of the game. Loosen up some of these timed animations. Allow us a lot of things to be canceled out in certain situations. There's certain things that we cannot see that people really do not understand. You really just don't understand, like, certain things they done slow down. Y'all really don't believe Steezo ain't changed the game like Curry changed the game with NBA, shooting the 3-ball from deep and just shooting off balance threes or going for those chancy threes, but it's worth it when you get it. Y'all don't understand that. Or the catch and shoot Golden State game, like they really brought that type of game, like to basketball. Curry really did that. I ain't gonna lie, he was the first person coming in and shooting like that. We all was amazed when he first was doing it. Steezo changed the game. He made the devs have to work extra harder. I tell y'all this all the time. I love playing like IRL realistic in NBA 2K22 next gen, 17, 19, 20. I loved it. It felt good because there was a lot you could cancel. It was a lot you could do and still stuff you could figure out to do later on. It's like with these 2Ks, you can, but stuff gets so like, and how everybody plays, how the meta is, niggas rush and speed you up. Niggas don't even let you get your time unless you with your homies and you playing. Like, man, I'm telling y'all, bro, it's just something is just it don't have that care no more where you see the shot creator spin shots and fades. People doing, but it's just like, man, it became heavy for that catch and shoot that three, and it's because of the positions. I feel like we got to get it back to where we had the sharpshooters on the court. That's a real build. That's a real thing out there where somebody really, that's his main strength, and that's really what he should be really able to do. Maybe catch a board, play a little bit of D here and there, depending on what type of build you make with sharp build. But I feel like it was way balanced back then like that. You could still make superstar builds like that. We used to always say, damn, we wish we could have had a little bit more cap breakers, or they added a little bit more right here, or gave us a little bit more throughout the season or something. Like, we always used to say that back then. They never just did it till now. And then now it's like they're giving us too much. I'm telling y'all, they're giving us too much. Y'all don't think it, but they're giving us way too much. Little bit of badges, so it doesn't give us that type of when we looking out of our eyes and really get us sparked up. This video, the Uncle Demi started to piss me off. It sounded like he said the idea. I said, now he just started.
I want to try. Now I don't want to hear no one talk with something like, oh well, it's gonna mess up my shooting timing. It's the same thing in first player shooters, right? With recoil, right? The gun that you were using so good had no recoil, and then all of a sudden they added like a little recoil to it. So you had to continue to learn.
Cap! Oh my god, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm sorry, Uncle Demi. Holy shit. That is not true. There's no, like, yo, they buffed a few guns and it's not, Call of Duty's buffs it's not a crazy buff to where it's like, they gotta do so much to where, oh, this gun is completely bullshit. This gun is completely ass. It's nothing like that. It's nothing like, damn, we can't use that gun no more. It's never like that. And it's like, oh shit's so different now because everybody's just using this gun. At one point in time in Call of Duty, yes, they were using this one sub and they switched, but that was after so much time, and that was after probably Pro started using the gun and turned it into a meta. So that's just them being creative, saying, okay, let's start using this now because the fire rate's a little bit faster. Okay, they fixed a little bit of this on the gun or something like that. You know what I mean? But they still would end up just still using one gun. It's not like they meta switches up all throughout the year and they're using different guns all throughout the pro games. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. Not even in pub. Everybody's using all different types of guns in pubs. That's pubs. You know what I mean? So, no. He's tweaking. 2K, he at this, like I said, once again, and I'm going to stand on it and I'm going to end the video off with this. We deserve a way better game. I'm about to start showing real life videos and footage of shit I could collect to show them bags and how people are moving and how we should be having a move and response game. Look, D-Book step back. Uncle Demi, and there's nothing wrong. I use D-Book step back, but look how everybody has it because that is a very good responsive snatch back. It has nothing to do with, oh, it's so OP, they need to nerf it or something like, no, it's just a good responsive snatch back to the movement in this game with their weird defensive system. You have to do a slide off move to get away from somebody. Like, you see what I'm saying? Got to make that contact slide off or slide away from their body. The game's not pat, pat, pat like it used to be. It's more snatch, left, right. Back then, it used to be pat, pat, pat. You could do a little hop move, boom, hop step, do a little quick hop step, behind the back again. Like Patty, way more. Do y'all know Patty? Y'all hoop in real life. Pat. This game, you can have a pat, but it's not like, nah, you gotta use a go-to move, then chain the go-to move together with this or that. Nah, they stopping it. They stopping it. They scared of Steezel. They scared of how the dribbling could really turn out. They don't want their game to just look like a dribbling street ball, people cooking up game. But hey, they're gonna have to pick and choose something. All right. Hopefully they touched up the pro play on the next year. I do not like this idea Uncle Demi is saying no, nerfing and whatever. He's just doesn't even understand how 2K is made. You know what I mean? We need a better gameplay. I'm wrapping this up, y'all. I appreciate y'all watching this video. We need a better gameplay. More moves that they test and understand works, and they don't just see people having to use the same snatch. Look, Jimmy. Hit the like, man. Subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.